But yeah, all right, Pete. Episode 4 for June is you, right?
Sure.
You're
Sure
our
is.
month of action prequel. Month of action's coming up in 2 months, guys.
Well, I went back into the archives and found a franchise that I'm not familiar with. I would
Okay.
let me posit that I am familiar. This is one of those VHS covers that everybody knows when you walked into Blockbuster. You know it. It
Okay.
developed into a franchise. It's one of those creature features that I never saw, and it's just I missed it. Yeah, I've seen the critters, I've seen the ghoulies, I've seen the munchies, I've seen the basket cases, I've seen the reanimators. And this one, for whatever reason, I have completely missed. And from 1974, it's alive.
This video contains explicit material not suitable for children.
The time is 5 minutes to 12, midnight. There is no more darkness.
Shrunkzilla! Starring the Shrunken Head.
Welcome back, everyone, to After Hours Cinema Review with Anna and Pete, or AHCRAP for short.
Crap.
Pete, it's week 4. It's your pick. You
Yeah.
told us last month you chose It's Alive.
It's alive.
From 1974. Ironically enough, we've joked about it a few times. It's rated PG.
Yep, somehow. Sure was.
Somehow, like you said, the 70s were great.
It's a wild time, man.
So you also mentioned when you told us your pick that you had never seen this. So
Correct.
What made you pick this for After Hours?
This is one of those covers you see at the video store, and it's always been there. Like, everybody knows the cover of Gremlins. Everybody knows the cover of Poltergeist. Poltergeist, excuse me. And everybody knows the cover of It's Alive. It's just one of the basket cases, another great example.
Yeah.
Like, you just know that cover, and for whatever reason, I never picked it up. I don't think it was because it was PG. I just think it was something I don't know. It's a killer baby. I'm just gonna cunt punch that thing across the room, right?
Punt, yeah. Typically, yeah, that is my reaction to things like that. But this one's a little bit. First of all, this fucker's quick. You got to give it that.
Yeah.
It can get around the city. But 2, it also just tugs at my parent heartstrings a little bit.
Aw.
This, you know.
Yeah, that and it's a Larry Cohen movie who's infamous for his low budget movies. I think my favorite of his is Quetzalcoatl, Q of the Winged Serpent.
Oh, Q, yeah.
David Carradine's in that. It was that's got a lot of history behind it, which is a whole lot of fun to look into. And then Rick Baker did the special effects in this one. So
nice.
I'm like,
I didn't realize that.
Well, like one of the great schlock directors, and quite easily one of the greatest FX creators of all time.
Yeah.
So yeah, that piqued my interest, and I'm like, I've not seen this. Let's do one that neither of us have seen.
I dig it. Yeah, I think this was a good pick because I was watching this and our dad, the main guy, I got on IMDb and I looked him up and I was like, where do I know him from? He's been in something else, John P. Ryan. And I was like, where do I recognize him from? So I got on IMDb and I scrolled through his entire filmography and there was nothing in there that rang a bell. And so the more I got to watch it, I was like, you know what? I figured it out. I recognize him from this movie. And here's why. Even though I haven't seen it, one thing I have watched religiously as like a comfort watch is In Search of Darkness.
Oh.
And so they are, maybe it was actually because that's 80s. Maybe it was History of Horror. Anyways, it was a documentary kind of style setup for horror movies. And, you know, they talk about every movie they highlight, but this one I feel like got more of a highlight. And That's why, because I've watched it so much, I recognized him from the clips that I'd seen
No
in that
kidding.
documentary. Yeah, I was like, "That's what it is," because I do remember the ending because of seeing it on that.
I'll echo that because I swear this ending is so familiar, and I know I haven't seen this movie like for like 3/4 of the movie. Never seen it. Definitely have never seen this movie. But that ending, I've seen parts of that ending. So maybe I
Right.
was watching something similar to what you were and
Very
catching little bits
possible.
and pieces. Like the kids these days, they catch their reels. And how many times has Charlie said, "Oh yeah, Liam's never seen this, but he knows the movie because he's seen bits and pieces
Yeah,
of it on
he's seen the
reels or
clip.
something."
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I actually just had my buddy message me today and was like, "Do you watch Euphoria?" And I said, "Yeah, I just finished the finale." It wasn't like 10 minutes after that he messaged me. And he was like, "Okay, well, I've never watched it, but because I'm on social media, I see clips of it religiously." And he's like, "And they're already spoiling the ending? Can't they let people breathe?" And I'm like, "Dude, I've been dealing with this every week. I cannot get
Every
on
week.
social media till I watch." But yeah, it's kind of the same effect of seeing the clips and it being in the zeitgeist. And
Hmm.
if you're into
Hmm.
movies or things like that, I feel like it's definitely memorable because even though Larry Cohen is, a schlock director, quote unquote, I feel like this one does have some meaning to it, and does have a little bit more of a deeper message. Like, yeah, it's a monster movie.
Yeah.
Much
Mhm.
like Frankenstein, it's kind of the same effect. And they even quote Frankenstein in this movie.
Sure do.
And
The
I was like,
movie title
damn.
is "It's Alive," which was famously screamed by Dr.
Duh.
Frankenstein as the creature uh,
Yeah.
comes to life.
Yeah, very true. Because I was looking up to see if Dead Meat had actually did a kill count on this,
Oh,
and they hadn't. But because I searched
really?
it, yeah, I know,
Huh.
surprise. They did their podcast. They did a
Oh,
Dead
okay.
Meat podcast episode about it, but I didn't listen to it. But when I searched "It's Alive," it was bringing up Frankenstein clip. "It's Alive,"
Hmm. Hmm.
clips of Frankenstein's yelling "It's alive" over the years, things like that. But yeah, good point. I didn't even make that connection until just now.
Yeah, it's a fun reference. I mean, they definitely call back to the book in this film. So I thought that was a fun connection. I had no idea that there was that connection until I watched this movie and they reference Mary Shelley's Frankenstein. So this movie this feels so much like something we desperately need to cover, and I'm so glad we did it because this
Yeah.
is an old, dirty, grainy. I don't ever want this cleaned up by Vinegar Syndrome. I don't want a 4K of this. I
I
want this
feel
to look.
like it I feel like it has had an upgrade because I think the copy it looked clean.
It was pretty clean, but it still felt like film.
It did. Yeah, you're
And
right.
cheap film at that. That's
Yeah.
really that's where I'm going for. I don't need pieces and hairs and things floating around in there.
Yeah, facts. I'm there
I
with
just
you.
don't want it crystal clear, and I don't think it ever will be without extensive reconstruction
Yeah.
because of the cheap 35 millimeter it was originally filmed on.
But hell, I thought it looked pretty good. Like I said,
It
they definitely cleaned it up.
as best they
'Cause
can.
I
Mhm.
was like, yeah, I was like, this is a good copy. Because I watched it on Fossum because the first one of this is not on Tubi.
It's not, but the
It's the
other two are.
69 one is, and then the second and third one in
Yeah,
this
what
trilogy is
for
on there.
whatever reason. This is on YouTube. I did find it on YouTube. So,
Realized that
um,
today, and I said,
yep,
"Shit!" But I
yep.
mean, Fossum was just as good. I had
This,
it. They placed their ads weird, which I hate,
oh
but
yeah,
it's free, so whatever.
it's not a ad blocker.
I know. I'm lazy.
No, but on YouTube, funny. YouTube had the original and the remake from 2009,
You
but
see,
they
that
didn't
was funny.
have the other two. The sequel, It Lives Again and Island of It's Alive or something.
Island
But
of the
those,
Alive.
thank you, and those were on Tubi. Skip the second one, even though the husband in the first is in the second one. It's a fun callback. The third one is worth your time.
Maybe that's what it was because if the second one came out in the 80s, I know for a
Mhm.
fact they highlight the Island of the Alive on In Search of Darkness because I can
Okay.
remember the narrator saying that. So maybe they tie in the first with that somehow. Anyways, I'm just trying to remember where I
The
wrote it
third
down.
one is very funny. It
Is
made
it?
me laugh. Oh yeah, they're shipping all these babies out to this remote island, and they're growing up.
I know because we definitely don't get any kind of explanation in this as to.
I'll disagree with that, but go ahead.
I mean, we get a possible like because she makes
Hmm.
reference to well maybe it's all the pills I've been taking all these years that did
Hmm.
this to me.
Hmm. Hmm.
So that very well could be it.
There was a
But I don't
scene
know.
about maybe a third of the way in where there was a pharmaceutical manager or something. He wasn't real clear as to what he was, but he was a sitting board member of something. And he
Okay,
said
is
like
that what that
something about
was?
all these pills and they got pushed through by the FDA and we got them out really quick. And well, you know what? If we just take them off the shelves for a little bit, in a few years, we can put them back on the shelves.
Okay,
And
I make that
I,
connection there.
I thought it was pretty heavy handed that uh, this is a bad drug and maybe it was birth control. I thought maybe it had something to do with that, but it's not clear as to exactly what it was. But basically what's happening is that this was the very first, I think. And as the movie teases at the very end, there's another one born in
In
Seattle, right?
Seattle, yep.
Yeah. So this thing is the doctors in the, so it takes little over 15 minutes for our first bit of horror in this
Mhm.
movie.
Yeah.
And folks, boy, this is a talky. I'll give Erin credit over at Manic Movie Monday. She called this movie clunky. And by God, that's the most perfect description I can think of.
Yeah,
It,
she's right.
it kind of
Clunky.
trips up the stairs being good. And then it drunkenly runs into a door. And then it just kind of meanders around and doesn't have a clear direction for a long time. And it just builds and builds. There's so much filler in this stupid movie because they're just reaching. Larry Cohen is reaching for that feature film length.
And a lot of it is the creature running around killing people. A lot of those scenes take too long,
Mm-hmm,
way too long.
mm-hmm.
Yeah. And
And
especially like you said too, like it's a very talky intro as well. Like we are definitely getting introduced to these characters in this first 15 minutes.
we didn't
And I
need 15
actually
minutes for these characters.
no, and I actually came in the Slack this weekend because I was watching it and Marley was in the room, but she was on her phone, she wasn't really paying attention. But the lady Lenore, she was moaning rather sexually, and I know it's birth, but I don't know. In that moment, in that moment, it was a little sussy, you know what I mean? And for someone not watching, Marley heard that and she goes, "What are you watching? Is she giving birth?" Like at that point, she had looked at the screen, and I was like, "Yeah, it's this movie called It's Alive, and she's giving birth to a demon baby or something. I don't know yet." And Marley was like, "Okay," and just kind of went back to her business. It was so funny. I was like, "Yep." So
She
that's
made
a
the right
perfect
choice.
reaction. Yeah, yeah. She would. But yeah, once that baby starts coming out, and this is too kind of what pissed me off in that moment is like this woman is trying to tell her doctor that something is wrong. Like she can feel this. It's not just like scared labor or anything like that.
She's
She's
got a
had
full epidermal. She is numb. She is on the most goofballs these doctors could give her because it's
yeah,
1974.
yeah, and she also has already had one child, like, perfectly
Yes.
fine,
Mm-hmm,
and
mm-hmm.
so the fact that she knows what it's supposed to feel like, and this one feels different in, like, a not so right way, and she's trying to tell her doctor, and they're just like,
And
"Shush, it's okay, we know what we're doing, you're fine." Like, "No, listen to me, I'm
right.
trying to tell you something."
Something isn't right. And
And
then the
sure
baby
enough
starts to crown. They're going, oh my God, that's a huge baby. How big was your previous baby? Oh, 6, 8 pounds or so. This one's going to be like 16 or something.
yeah, it said 10, 11, 10, 11 pounds. She
Okay.
said her first one was, like, 6 pounds, 7 ounces or something like
Mm.
that. He was like, this baby's like 10 and a half, 11 pounds.
Oh, God. And then he gets the forceps. Oh,
Lord have mercy.
oh
But
my
then it
God.
eventually bursts out, like no pun
Yep.
intended. Actually,
And,
pun
and
intended.
somehow mom is alive. I assumed that mom would have been ripped asunder, but she
Maybe
was
they
not.
got it out enough. Maybe they got it
Right.
out enough to Maybe it couldn't get out on its own, and once they got its little
Minimize.
shoulders out and it could
Yeah.
slide out the rest of
Ugh,
the way, it broke free. But, I mean, she already had to be cut, so
I would
there
think
was a
so.
lot of blood. It probably ripped her a little bit more on the
Yeah,
way
yeah.
out.
Uh-huh, uh-huh. Ugh,
Like,
ah,
there
ah.
was a fuck ton of blood, and then you add the fact that this thing's running around the operating room killing nurses, killing people. Oh, yeah, it's a massacre in that operating room. And, once again, this might be a schlock movie, but I felt the acting was really great in this.
The
Like, I
screams were
believed
good. The
yeah,
doctors
I
the
believed
doctors
them.
coming out of the operating room in with full Crayola crayon blood.
Oh, it looked like Dawn of the Dead blood
Oh,
drips.
yeah, it was great.
It was. I was like, "Oh, this looks familiar. I love it. I don't care."
And yeah, it wasn't a massacre on the inside. There's nurses lying all over the place. And now is the baby. I got to go back to something real quick before all this
Yeah.
happens. This is the 70s, as we've already established, and the role of the father is very, very different in those days than
Oh,
they are
you
in
gotta talk
these
about this
days.
scene. I love
And
it.
so he's in there giving his wife encouragement, and the doctors kick him out of the delivery room. Get out of here. And then he goes and joins three other fellas in the waiting room. Um, and they have the most 70s conversation about lead in their coffee and playing poker and smoking. Oh my God, they smoke so much in this movie. It's
Yeah, they
I-
smoke a
like,
lot.
oh my God. And they're just having this they're probably in their late 20s, but they're having this old man discussion about glad we're in here. There's lead in our coffees. Of course, you're driving around with leaded cars, so yes, lead
Yeah,
is everywhere right now. Uh,
yeah.
it made me giggle so much how ridiculous and how different it is today, where these fellas are just kind of just waiting for their wives to be done.
Yeah, it was never like a communal thing. It was like, "We're just gonna go let her do her thing, and when she's done, we'll see it."
This is too uncomfortable for me. I'm just going to be in here. I don't need to see that. They're playing poker.
I mean, they've got the right idea. I can't say
Yeah,
I blame them.
right. So then,
But,
yeah. So the baby, lack of a better word, pops out,
yeah,
attacks the delivery uh,
staff.
doctors staff.
Yeah.
Thank you, and then disappears. Right?
Yeah, it skirts away. And I
Yeah.
think he, like, hides outside the hospital for a little bit because when he walks outside later, Frank, um, he hears some shuffling, and I think that was it.
Mm,
But I think too that because if you think later on, it finds its way home, right? So
mhm.
what if in that moment Frank gets to his car and leaves and it can't tell him? So it's just got to like follow his scent.
Right.
And that's kind of the journey it goes on because he leaves home
Hmm.
or he leaves the hospital, excuse me.
I do remember the police. Oh, these police are some of the most incompetent 1970s Keystone cops I
Bunch
have
of goobers.
ever. Oh my God. But they did say that there was like a ceiling tile loose and that a person couldn't possibly fit through it, but a baby could. And there's no way that baby could get up there. I don't know. It's all very confusing. It happens very quickly and it's so talky. Like I did, I don't say I drifted off, but I did lose interest a number of times going, just get on with it. And
Yeah.
somehow they're blaming this father for stealing the baby. They're blaming the parents for the disappearance of the baby, and rightfully so. Dad's like, "How? It's my baby. If I, why would I steal it? It's
Yeah.
I want to take it home. Me and my wife want to take my
Yeah.
baby, our baby home.
And he hasn't even seen it yet at
Nope.
this point. He
No,
has
mom hasn't
not.
either. No one's. I
No.
don't think anybody's seen it that survived.
True. So I think the reason why it being so talky doesn't work and it feels clunky in places is because we're in on it. We're in on the mystery. We know what the baby's up to. We're
Mhm.
it. We're its damn POV. We're the one committing the murders with it.
We sure
So
are. Yeah.
we see everything firsthand, and then we're seeing the cops and the detectives, the dad, the mom, like we're seeing everybody else follow the breadcrumbs after. And it's like, well, we already know what happened. So now we're just seeing kind of what these people are up to and what they're thinking, and the mom's spiraling, and you
Oh
know,
yeah.
she's they've got their son off with like a relative, like an uncle
It's an
or a
uncle. It was
family
Uncle
friend.
Stan or something, I think
Yeah,
it
something like
was.
that,
Yep.
but keeping him occupied, which was a good idea.
Hmm.
And then the dad tries to go back to work, but then the damn hospital, fuck, once again, being the 70s, leaks the information to the press and their fucking names.
Their names, their addresses, the whole
It's
9 yards.
awful. It's so
And
awful.
the
It's like
press just attaches themselves like a leech
they
that they
are.
can be. And these are clearly tabloids. I don't know if these are like Reuters or
Well,
CNN or
I
anything
mean,
like that,
and
but
the strange turn of events, he actually works for a PR firm.
yes, he
So,
does.
and they like his boss mentions they like to say hidden, and now his name's plastered on the front of every friggin' newspaper. So he's like, "You got 3 weeks of vacation built up. Why don't you go ahead and take that?" Which,
And
I
then
mean, hell, if you got 3 weeks, take it. But I mean, I
take it.
know he
Sort
feels like
yourself out. Nope.
he's losing two big accounts, but if these
Mhm.
big accounts realize he's the guy in the papers, they don't want him either. So it's
There's
like
no
it's business. It's
yeah,
not, you can't blame them for that. You have to put emotion aside, and
no
he
such thing
needed
as
to be home with
paternity
his kids.
leave
Yeah.
at this point. And I did as soon as he leaves the office to go take his 3 weeks, his boss says, "Okay," to his secretary. He says, "Okay, clean his desk out, send his effects home. He's not coming back." Like,
Yeah.
whoa!
Yeah.
Talk about a lawsuit in today's day and age. I mean, that's wrongful termination. That's an easy slam dunk
Yeah.
litigation. But
Yeah.
yeah, it was such a scuzzy time in America.
I know.
I mean, his wife was in the hospital, and he did not spend the night with her in the hospital, and he went to work the very next day because there's, like I said, there's no paternity leave, and oh boy, it was a peek behind the curtain into a different era.
I know. It's sad. And then to go back and lose your job on top of that, it's just when you obviously your wife isn't working and you're gonna have medical bills, and then they to the point where they even hire a nurse whenever she goes home, and the nurse is even trying to get her to spill information like while she's high on all these painkillers and shit, but she catches on to it and sees something, and she's like, "What's that under the
It's a tape
napkin?"
recorder,
And it's a
yeah,
fucking tape recorder, and she flips out, rightfully so.
rightfully
Frank
so,
kicks
and
her out. He takes the tape recorder, not forcefully, she does hand it over. But yeah, she's a nurse who does some writing on the side. Like it's a, in the era, like if tabloids are new, this is what people turn to get
this
their
will sell
trash. And
papers.
yeah, yep,
And papers were they were the media outlet. There was no internet back then. There was I mean, radio was big, but newspapers still ruled the information age. They were, you got all of your information pretty much from newspapers. Even radio got their information from newspapers.
yeah,
It's just the way it was, and that's how these places like the New York Times got to be so powerful. The Rupert Murdochs of the world, they made their money in this era because they controlled the information flow, and it was valuable. It was gold, just like the internet is today. It's
yeah.
gold. The flow of information to everyone. It's way more effective and horrible all at the same time today.
I know. Yeah, it's awful. And then it's awful too. Like once Lenore does come to, when she hears Frank, I think that's right after he gives his big Frankenstein monologue, and
Mhm.
she comes downstairs because she overhears him say, "That's not my child. That's no baby of mine. Yeah, it deserves to die." So
They, mhm.
she
Yeah,
overhears him say all this. So that's like a gut punch to her. But she's like awake for the first time in a week, and you know, um, she just can't believe it. Can't believe that it's come to this, and she's trying to get everybody to sit down and like, no, let's talk about this, and they're just not. I mean, she's also too. She's a woman, like they're not, and she's crazy, quote unquote. She's been medicated, not that she is, but she, and
she,
also she's dealing with postpartum shit. The baby she
mhm.
just had a very traumatic birth with is some creature that she, is killing these people and can walk and run around. And it's,
Hmm.
I don't know. I think too, especially the dad later, but her, I think now she's feeling like, what it was my fault. Like, what could I have done differently? And that's why she makes the comment to them. Maybe it's all these pills I've been taking these years that did what it did to him.
Hmm.
So she has that realization first and foremost. And I think it kind of goes back to that old saying where, a mother becomes a mother when she becomes pregnant, and then a father becomes a father the first time he sees the baby. And I know that's not always true in every case, but that saying came from somewhere. So
That's
if you apply
really interesting.
so
Yeah.
if you apply that to this, that's kind of, she's feeling this first. Like, what have I done? This
Uh-huh.
is my fault. What could I have done differently? She's thinking the what ifs. And then it doesn't happen with him until he sees the
Until he
baby.
sees it. You're right. You're absolutely right, boy. I didn't pick up on that at all because he is
It's
ready
because
to end this thing's life.
he's ready to
He's
kill it
done.
himself. He
Yeah,
thinks of it
right.
just like a fucking wild animal.
Even the cops ask him later on, like, why does it have to be you to end this thing's life? And he's real stoic. He's like, because I do. Just give me a gun. And wow, the 70s were wild because the cops give a citizen
A
a
gun, yeah, they
rifle.
deputized him.
Just join the club, man. We're gonna go hunt this thing down. Wow. Boy, and this thing is we get some really fun POV. Like pretend
Yeah.
think of it as like you're watching a 3D movie without the glasses. That's
Mhm.
it's that kind of weird blurry, and you could chalk it up to it's a monster, it doesn't see so good. You could chalk it up to it's a baby, it's still developing. Either way, but this monster looks pretty freaking awesome.
It does. It kinda reminds me of the baby on the dinosaurs, that old TV show, The Dinosaur Not the Mama.
Oh, yeah, not
It
the
kinda
mama, sure,
looks it kinda looks like that baby that says "Not the Mama."
but not cute at all. It's
No, 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 no,
got
not
this
cute
big
at all.
head and questionable legs.
Questionable fingers as well.
Yeah, fangs. It's bald. It's got a real oval shaped sort of head. And one of the so Rick Baker is making this thing, and at the low budget, didn't afford him a studio, so he's making this suit in his garage, and he made it so that his wife could wear it. And his wife at times portrays the monster in this movie. It's
Oh,
wonderful.
wow, that's
Yeah,
fun.
it's his wife in the suit,
I
and
dig that.
I think there was a smaller puppet, and then there was a wife-sized suit.
A
I,
life-size puppet for her, yeah. That's funny.
I
I
also
love
heard
it.
that Cohen, Joe Cohen,
Larry.
Larry Cohen. Sorry, Larry Cohen. Um, I guess he made this film so fast that when Baker was finally done with the suits and the puppets, the movie was already in the can, and he and the producers had to figure out where to put all these monster effects, which is why, again, as Aaron said, it's clunky. Whenever you see the monster, it's there's nobody around, and the size of the monster seems to change because at the end of the movie, Dad is holding this baby, right?
Yeah,
This
mhm.
thing looks big in spots, like toddler
Damn.
size or
Yeah,
bigger.
yeah.
Uh, so
It
I thought that
does.
was hilarious that they had to add all this stuff, and it's not easy to do in '74.
Yeah, that is, I mean, it's literally it killing the people. It's whoever it's killing in that scene. So it's the baby and one other person that it kills.
Mm-hmm.
I do like the milk truck one. That was a good one.
That was so good. Oh my gosh.
That was probably my favorite one
I,
just because it was the most, I
yeah,
like how drawn out it was.
that was a
It
good
was
monster
effective.
kill. So this is the era of the milkman.
I
Where
told
he,
Marley that. I said,
yeah,
"Marley, back in the 70s, you had to have your milk delivered in a glass jar to your door, just like you got the paper." She was like,
mhm.
"What?"
Surprised she knows how newspapers get delivered.
Oh, yeah, yeah. She's not completely under a rock. She got a couple legs under there.
Yeah. So this carnation milk truck is running around, and I first thing I noticed was like this guy grabs his milk and runs up to the door to drop things off and leaves his fucking door open.
I
This
know.
is a
What a
refrigeration
goober.
truck, and this is like raw milk is what this is. There's no pasteurization or anything
Exactly. It
here. This
spoils
stuff will
quicker.
spoil quick. Well, really
Yeah.
quick, but he leaves the damn doors open, and that's how our monster gets in. And I think he's pulls up to the next house, opens the door to grab more milk, and then gets yanked into the milk
Yeah.
truck. Rah, rah, rah. And of course, the whole truck shakes a little bit, and out the back of the truck spills a whole bunch of milk, and then eventually blood. It's
And you see his feet sticking
perfect.
out the back of the,
Yeah,
back of it.
might be the goriest thing in this movie, right
I
there.
think it was, yeah.
And which that might lead it to a pretty easy PG movie. Although I don't think PG anymore allows red blood.
You might be right. I don't know.
But it's so there's no nudity. There's very little swearing in this. No real gore. There is a monster. So this is
For 70 standards, I guess I could see why they would rate it that, because there's really no like
there wasn't that in
gory.
between.
Yeah, there's not
Mhm.
like super gore. No
Mm-mm.
titties.
Right. Titties.
Titties.
So at this time, when the milk truck kill happens, the city, I think, is in a panic. Like there's a monster baby running around, and it's these two people's fault. So go
They're
bother them at their
responsible, yeah.
house. They're responsible for this. And the cops are running around town looking for this baby, like just heads straight up their asses, running around town willy nilly. Somebody, there's this baby crying in somebody's backyard. As you do, mom would always leave the baby out on the blanket in the backyard. Don't
My
worry about
God.
coyotes or nothing. It's wild,
It's
wild.
fine. It's fine.
These cops, like there's 6 cops, and they run around this corner hearing this baby crying, thinking it's the monster, draw their weapons, and here's this adorable little baby boy just kind of looking up at him like, what? I lost my shit. That was
Nice
so,
touch.
that was so funny. It was perfect. Like these
It
idiot cops
was.
are just
They're
the
so
most
dumb.
incompetent jackoffs that I have seen in a very long time,
And you have
including
like the one detective though who does seem kind of sympathetic to him and is trying to be good cop, I guess,
he's trying real hard, but I'm too distracted by his wig to take him seriously. who by the way, funnily enough, the cop, the good cop with the wig in this movie shows up in 3 Island of the It's Alive. He shows up in
Uh-huh.
the 3rd movie, which was something like 16 years later,
Oh, damn.
with the same damn toupee on. I swear to God,
Oh my God.
it was amazing. Like I've added toupees to my old movie tropes, along with cars blowing up for no good reason and dummy falls. So I think I've got a trifecta here of things to
You
always
do.
watch for.
Yeah, that's what I said. When you mentioned that, I said, I love a good toupee. And you go, it's right up there with a good dummy fall.
Oh man, it's so good.
You're so right. Well, I think on the note of dummy falls and toupees, we should give everyone an intermission. What do you say?
Okay, sure.
Listen to Remco's Baby Laugh a Lot. You're listening to Baby Laugh a Lot. She's the funniest doll you've ever seen. Just push the button and she starts to giggle. Get Baby Laugh a Lot by Remco.
The Davises have had a baby. but they're not sending out any announcements. Most new parents are a little scared when they have a baby. The Davises are terrified. You see, there's only one thing wrong with the Davis baby. It's alive. It's alive. Don't see it alone. Please. Rated PG.
I see terrible things.
My future?
Your clothes. You'd look better in Hager slacks. Or a Hager sport coat and slacks. Even a Hager vested suit. All of today's Dacron polyester at prices that won't cost you a fortune. Now I see a romance. A beautiful woman.
My girlfriend.
My daughter. Emulsion!
Hager, because looking good makes you feel good.
And we're back.
Yeah.
So this movie ends, like I mentioned earlier, Frank sees the baby and he gets a tear in his eye. He realizes like, oh my goodness, because this thing does make its way home.
Mm-hmm.
There's a scuffle in the house and
Mm-hmm.
he even shoots it and it gets away. He chases it. Long story short. And
it's such a long chase scene. My God.
It is. And the whole interaction in the house is long too, because their first son comes home with the uncle. The uncle ends up getting killed. He does take a chunk out of him. That's a pretty, a nice little gore effect right there. Yeah.
Didn't
kind of reminded me of Dawn of the Dead once again.
Kind of talk to each other. Didn't the oldest son see the monster, and they kind of have this exchange where it's not verbal, but it's like they recognize that they are siblings, maybe. And
I think
leads me to believe that they got some psychic abilities, maybe.
Oh, good point.
Which does come up in 3, by the way.
Oh wow, interesting. Yeah, I definitely do think they understand their siblings, because the oldest does say, "Don't worry, I'll protect you."
Yeah. That's right.
Happen to you? And
it's
I was
sweet.
like, oh my god, yeah, it was so sweet. And then the dad comes in and shoots it, and it runs away. So that's when it gets away.
Didn't quite see it. Dad even said it was dark. I didn't get a good look at it.
Yeah,
so
he didn't see
Dad
it.
still hasn't seen
What
it
did it
like
look
he
like?
described it. Right. Mm-hmm.
But before the son can answer, he's off and chasing it because he wants to catch it. He knows he hadn't killed it. He's got to kill it.
He's got to be the one. I brought you into this world. I'm going to take you out of it.
Yeah, exactly. And so once he catches up with it, he sees it, falls in love with it. He doesn't care that it's a monster or what it's done.
A wild animal, a monster, and this thing's in the sewers. Another incredibly long chase scene.
Because the cops are also, obviously they're after this thing because it's been killing people.
Yep.
But he also, earlier in the movie, Frank signed an agreement to sign this thing over to the college to run tests on it and to see why this happened, what it is, how it came to be, everything.
And the pharmaceutical company, I think, said something about you burn the body, you destroy it so that the eggheads can't get any of the remains, so they can't trace it back to us.
Yeah, we don't want them to run tests. We want them to kill it and burn the body, the remains, because that protects us. And it culminates in a big chase in this sewer. And that's what you remember too, right? Is the sewer chase scene. Yeah.
That's so I think I remember it mostly because there's some jackass driving a cop car through these giant storm drain tunnels. I'm thinking this is Los Angeles because it looks kind of like Terminator 2.
Yes.
Where Arnold was riding the motorcycle. So these are enormous storm drains because LA cannot handle rain at all whatsoever, even if it sprinkles a little bit. So they've got these
they've got to drain it away.
Enormous storm drains. And somebody is driving a cop car very slowly, mind you, but there's no turnaround. So they would have to back up however far they pulled in. But I do remember that from somewhere. So when I saw it again the other night, I'm like, so I've seen some of this, but I know I haven't seen it all.
Yeah. Yeah, but so yeah, the dad is carrying the baby. He's like, nope, I've decided I'm going to keep you, and I can't let them kill you, and I can't turn you over to science. So
Mhm.
I'm going to run away.
You're my
And
boy. I'm
sadly,
gonna raise you as my own.
yeah, sadly, he gets caught, and he throws the baby onto who was it? The
The
detective,
scientist, I thought.
the
Oh, maybe, oh,
scientist. Yeah,
no, it was the other detective because there were two detectives,
yeah, the
Toupee
bad one.
and not Toupee. And he threw it at not Toupee for whatever
It's like
reason.
to be or not to be, to pay or
Right.
not to
Yeah.
pay.
Right. Exactly.
But yeah, so then these rookie ass cops
Oh, just
like just start firing, like
empty
coming in
their
like Danny
gun.
DeVito. So anyway, I
Yeah.
start blasting.
Yeah.
All of them had that mentality. And then and this poor guy also gets blown away in the crosshairs. I couldn't help but laugh at that point.
It was very funny because it was unexpected. Like dad throws his child, who he just was saying, like, I'm going to raise him as my own. He throws him at this detective. And they just
I think
empty
he decides he
every
wants to
bullet.
live. He can't die for this thing. Yeah, so he tosses it.
Oh,
Goodness. And then, of course, the wife, the mom's over at the damn cop car, like watching all this go down. So when she sees that happen, she like does like a big dramatic turn
uh-huh.
twist and starts crying. But yeah, that's pretty much where it ends. The good
That-
detective comes up and puts his hands on his back, and I'm like,
so sorry
sorry,
about
dude.
that. Is the outcome none of us wanted, and then the call comes over the radio. There's another one that's been born in Seattle. So
Dun dun
dun
dun.
dun dun, and then the sequels begin. But I think the second movie came out like 4 years later or something. It's crazy.
Oh, okay. Hmm.
Um, I did think that the mom, that we didn't touch too much on the mom earlier in the film, she descends into a madness that is, well, she does. I think she did a really good job descending into this. Like she
Yeah,
has
for sure. There's no doubt
postpartum
performance.
PTSD, you name it, she's got it. It's all the trauma from that birth. I don't know how they stitched her up so well. I mean, she goes from
That's
this horrific
definitely
birth.
like you got to suspend
That's
disbelief a
yeah,
little
yeah.
bit.
That's all movie magic right there. Because she would have been in probably the ER, or
She would have been in ICU. I don't care how much
IC.
money you
Yeah,
got. You would have been in
yeah,
ICU for a
yeah.
while. You would have been utilizing them painkillers back in the 70s,
Yeah.
especially.
Uh-huh. Give me more morphine.
Yeah, and yeah, as much as she probably ripped too, or they had to cut her, yeah,
Oh,
she would have been in the hospital for at least a week.
oh, easily.
So,
Um,
yeah, got to suspend disbelief there. She's hobbling around. I guess that's good enough.
A little bit, yeah, but she descends into madness so well. Like she's trying to make the home normal, and
She's trying, bless her
she's trying
heart.
like, I'll make you dinner and this and that. Can I get you some wine? Let's watch a movie. And then she's sitting on the floor laughing at Looney Tunes. No, ladies and gentlemen, I laugh at Looney Tunes like a crazy person. The way she's laughing, she literally is a crazy person.
Yeah, that's the difference. That's the difference
That's a
for
that's
sure.
a good old Evil Dead laugh, is what that was. Oh, by the way, the dad, I swear to God, that was Sam Raimi's yellow Oldsmobile at the very beginning. It's not, but when he gets in his car the very first time, I'm like, oh my God, it's the
It's the
Sam Raimi Evil
Oldsmobile.
Dead. Yeah, it's the old Oldsmobile. Yeah, it
Interesting.
really looks like it, but maybe it's the same model. It's not Sam Raimi's. That never came up in
Okay.
the history of the car, but boy, it fooled me.
Yeah,
And
I didn't
when
even
was
notice that.
yeah, it
It
was
was a callback.
way
Or wait, no, that
early.
hasn't even happened yet.
No, it hasn't. Yeah, that was
So
like
Evil Dead would have paid homage to it.
maybe that was Sam Raimi's childhood car. By the way, that's what he and Bruce ran
Oh.
around in that as kids. So
Oh, okay.
that's where that goes. So, but everyone's there. Two people have Honda Civics. I mean, whatever.
Right, yeah.
Um, but I really enjoyed her performance in the middle of the film as they're looking for the kid. I thought it was, I don't call it powerful, but convincing.
Yeah, it was convincing. You could tell she was
Mhm.
frantic and just a mess, an
And
absolute mess.
the husband was very stoic through the whole thing, shockingly calm through the whole movie, except for one, except for one scene. He was very calm through the entire movie. As things were being thrown at him, he's just like, "Yep, okay."
He's
I'm in
dealing with it, yeah, like a
uh,
trooper.
in his own way, he's suffering as much as his wife is, but since he's the man, he's got to keep it under control. And
Yeah.
like I said, outside of that one scene with his wife, oh baby, oh baby,
Yeah, he was smacking her. Like, settle
uh,
down.
she
What?
well she had cracked to a degree, and
Yes.
it's not uncommon in cinema at this time when a woman crosses the hysterical threshold for someone, usually a man, to slap sense into her,
Yeah.
which I don't believe is the correct way to do it. but
No, it's definitely
but
not.
that's
But it's a
what
trope.
happened at that time. It's definitely a trope. Like,
It's an older trope for sure.
but he hits her. He doesn't hit her. He slaps her. And we were just talking about this. Like he hits her 3 times like a cat hits a dog in the nose. Whap, 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 whap,
Yeah,
whap,
the
whap.
3 wop.
It was shocking. I felt bad laughing at it, but it was.
I
it was
know.
pretty
She was kinda having a moment there.
funny. Yeah.
Not that it justifies it, but you can see why someone would
No,
have that thought
I'm
process.
not advocating or justifying it. I'm just saying that it was a thing back then, at least in cinema, and
It was a choice.
it also was a choice, and it made me laugh. I'm sorry, everybody.
Aaron's
So
laughing at us.
yeah. So yeah, that's It's Alive,
Yeah, man.
1974.
Not bad though.
Wow,
I mean, I had fun with it. I don't know if I'd watch it again, but that
that's
kinda
my
goes
thought.
that kinda
Mhm.
goes into our next question. Would you recommend it?
I would recommend it once. Yep,
That's me.
this is horror. Uh, I don't know if it's
Horror
horror
history.
history,
I
but
would.
yeah,
It's in there.
it's a
That
great
70s
cover.
horror.
It's a creature feature. Um,
Great
it's
performances.
I mean, I think so. I think they're pretty good at performances. Boy, the look in the Wayback Machine, fashion, style, smoking. What people? Oh my God, there were a couple of. I think there were at least 2 fembots in this movie, because there were some gals wearing some super high go-go boots, and man, oh man, I was down for it.
Yes.
They look
Yes.
great. The one
Yes,
gal
that
got
one scene
killed
where
at
that
the
girl's
beginning.
walking across the
Yeah,
yes, I was like, "Damn, girls
like
get it."
she's got like this purple plastic mini skirt top on, and these thigh high, perfectly white go-go boots. It was astounding.
Yes. Yes, it was
um,
beautiful,
so yeah,
beautiful.
I'd recommend it once. You would too? Is that what you said?
Yeah, I'd recommend it once. I think for a horror completist, everything you said, you nailed it on the head.
It's
Creature
not as much.
feature,
Yeah, it's not as much fun as Basket Case. I'll watch that one a couple
I
of times.
agree, yeah,
I've seen
I
I've
agree.
seen Basket Case, all 3 of them. I've seen all 3 of them a number of times.
Even though
This one,
I wasn't thrilled with Basket Case, I will agree with you that I would watch it again over this.
mhm, yeah. And again, I recommend 3. You you don't need to see 2 to see 3.
Mm.
They just pick up wherever they pick up, and the remake, flat out skip. Don't bother with the remake at all whatsoever. It's
That was so funny.
soulless.
So you sent me a link to it on YouTube today, and then you're like,
Mhm.
if you've got some time today and you want to take a peek, and then however long later you messaged me again because I was at work, and then you were like, on second thought, skip it at all costs.
At all costs. Do not engage. Do not cross go. Do not collect $200. No.
He bit the bullet on that one for us.
I didn't watch the whole thing. That was one of those skip sort of things, and it was
Okay.
just terrible. Just
Terrible.
terrible.
Okay, Pete, our last question for
Yeah.
It's Live is, would you watch this during the day?
Oh yeah, this one's fine. There's nothing too salacious in this one. You can watch it with your kids if they aren't too big of a fraidy cat. And that's not.
Facts.
I'm not saying that being a fraidy cat is a bad thing. It's just like
If
there
your
are.
kid has been introduced to
Yes.
horror and is okay with it and doesn't get nightmares, this one is perfectly fine.
Like my nephew Liam has seen Jaws, so I think he could handle this one pretty easily.
Yeah, for sure.
If you're
Definitely.
used to something like Jaws, yeah. Although Poltergeist did scare the shit out of him. I got him real good with that one last year. Mom
Hell
wasn't
yeah.
happy with me.
Sometimes it's fun when they get scared.
Yeah.
Not all the time, but every now and then, dude, when we went and saw The Mummy, the new Mummy, that one got Marley.
Oh,
I was like, okay, so
nice.
you're not so based on this, I was like, you're not ready for Evil Dead. We're not gonna take you there yet. That's still too much
Oh,
for her.
especially that first one. No,
Yeah,
no,
it's
the
too much
first
for
one and
her.
the remake, too much. I mean, Army of
Yeah.
Darkness, go for it, but not that first
True,
one.
yeah, but see, I'm not a fan of that though. I know. Don't come at
Hey,
me,
you like what you like. I'm not coming at you.
I know.
I don't consider it really a horror
Listeners.
movie. It's a
Yeah.
comedy adventure, is what it is.
Yeah, it has elements of horror though, and it
Oh, for
ties
sure.
into the franchise, so you
Mhm,
gotta kinda
mhm.
give it a bone. Okay, well, yeah, that is episode 4. That was a good pick, Pete.
Short and sweet. There's not a lot of meat on this bone, but yeah, it's
We nodded
recommended.
off. We chewed it off.
We
It's
did. We
good.
did. We yeah, it's
It was
very tasty,
tasty. It was very
tasty,
tasty.
tasty little snack.
little snack. All right, Pete.
Oh
You know
boy.
what next
Okay,
month is.
I do, and I'm so excited. I've been
Guys, it's
you,
month of action! Month of action!
and you've dropped zero hints as to what you're picking, and I'm just waiting with bated breath. What Anna is your pick for AHCRAP's first month of action?
So first of all, I'm taking a hard left from what I've been picking.
Okay, so no titties, no sexy stuff, or maybe.
There's a little there's sexual stuff in it, but there's no sex.
Okay.
Um, Pete, I just want to let you know I love you.
Oh shit! What are you doing to me?
And I've also, like I said, talked to Charlie, and he did give me the okay
Oh my
because I wanted
god!
to make sure he didn't want to cover this first.
Oh, Jesus!
This is one that I have talked about.
This better not be Steven Seagal. I swear to God.
Oh, please. I'm not the biggest Seagal fan, so I would
Right.
never.
Yeah,
That's
that's why I
Charlie's
love
thing. Dude, my heart is like beating.
God.
So it's from 1998. I got to see this in the movie theater with mom and dad, and it was like a cinematic experience. But
It's not
also one.
Armageddon, you son of a.
But it's also one that was played religiously at night on like TNT, TBS. It's Armageddon.
You son of a. God damn it. All right.
It's time, Pete. Listen, he has hated on Armageddon for years. This is a long time coming, my friend. I'm going to see if Charlie can come on for this, maybe.
Sure, why not?
I'm
Gang
so
up on
many-
me.
No, we won't gang up. But you've never seen it. And I think
I've
that,
not seen it.
man, it's Toho Science.
I'm going to go into the
It's a
movie
good
thinking
cast.
Toho Science because I don't think I knew the definition of Toho Science back then. So I'm going to
Very
go
true.
in.
So,
I hate these movies though. These summer blockbusters. Is this Michael Bay? Who
yeah,
is
he
this?
directed it. He
Oh, for
directed it.
Might as well have said Roland Emmerich, and then I would have just jumped off a cliff.
And J.J. Abrams was one of the writers.
Oh my God.
I don't know. This might be better for me and you. Just me and you to rap on this one. I don't want to gang up on you. Because sometimes that can sour an experience.
All right, Armageddon. Damn.
It's time. It's time for Armageddon to be on Give Me Back feed. It's been too long. Our one of our action kings, Bruce Willis, is gracing Month of Action. It's just
It's Ben
kinda
Affleck.
perfect, Pete. I
There's
know.
No much.
But this is a good Affleck. Billy Bob Thornton, Liv Tyler, Will fucking Patton. I just talked about him not too long ago on the Barons on The Fourth Kind. Steve Buscemi, Bill Fichtner, Owen Wilson, Michael Clark Duncan, R.I.P. Oh man, the list goes on and on. This is a banger cast, man.
I like
Going to
some of those
space,
guys.
Pete.
We're going to
Going to
space. Crap in space.
Yes, I'll crap in space. That's how I'm going to market this.
I'm going to watch Deep Impact and get them all mixed up.
No, please, no.
Yeah.
Yay. All right. Episode 5 was going to be
Ah,
Armageddon 1990.
wow. Okay.
I'm excited. It's month of action, y'all.
I
It is
I'm
month of action
also
time.
excited to share this experience with you.
I
And
am. I'm excited.
maybe I'll
You
get
might
Judy to
like
watch this
it.
with me. She is a lover of Bruce Willis, so maybe I'll get her to
I
watch it
think
with me.
this might be fun for you and Jody to watch for
All
sure.
right.
It's a
All right.
long one.
That's the other. Yes, Michael. Oh my God, Michael.
I
Bay.
know. It's like 2.5. I sorry.
Ah!
I sorry. But the build up's fun. That's what makes it. That's what makes you care about the characters, man. You care about them going to space. You want them to take out this asteroid.
America.
America. Yay. So also real quick, by the time this comes out, a few weeks ago, I was on Manic Movie Monday for
Yeah.
Promising Young Woman. I got to be on there this time with Hillary too, and Aaron, of course. And it was a
Oh,
wonderful, wonderful
trifecta
conversation.
right there. Wow. And
We
what'd
had
you cover
a
again?
blast. Promising Young Woman for
That's right.
2020, written and directed by
Oh,
Emerald
that's
Fennell.
ooh,
Yeah,
that's
it's
a
a
rough
hard
one.
hitter, but it was a great conversation. So go check it out. And yeah, Barron's is moving along per usual. We're going to be taking part of Month of Action as well. There is a fuck ton of shows joining this year. Almost double what we did last year. I think
I
we're up
thought
to
it
like
was at
20.
least yeah, I
Right
thought it was
at
at least
20.
double. Mhm.
It's going to be great. We're going to have promotions everywhere. We're going to be tagging everyone.
Mhm.
So make sure you're following us all on Instagram at Give Me Back the podcast, After Hours at After Hours Cinema _ Pete, Good Beer Bad Movie Night. He's over there too. You can
Yep, we're
follow
doing
me
Month
at
of Action also.
Hell yeah. Me, Nerd at the Movies. That's just my personal one. And then Flicks and Friends, Barons, Dissect, all of us, Geeks with Beards. All of us are joining
Spoils.
in on Spoils.
Oh,
Yes. Spoils is joining this year and a cut above.
well, yeah, and cut above. Yeah, you're
Oh,
right.
yeah, those were 2 that I think they wanted to join last year, but then they couldn't because of scheduling or something.
Actually,
But I do know they were invited. So hell yeah, they're joining us.
some new
It's gonna be a
friends.
potty. Welcome to the potty, pal. That's another Bruce Willis.
Are we giving everybody eagerly sounders?
Yeah, so I think Dustin sent out. I don't know if he sent out the sound drop. If he didn't, I will do that.
Okay.
But yeah, Eagly, we're so excited to have him back on the show. He's been a bit of a diva per usual, but he's been giving Charlie the cold shoulder. I think Charlie tried to cut his pay a little bit.
I think
And
Charlie put him on a diet, which is why he's really
well,
being
he found out that the roster's gotten so big this year. So he's like, oh, more shows? Why can't I get more money? You're trying to stiff me? So now he's trying to sweeten up to me. I got to talk to Charlie about,
Oh, I
we
see.
can't stiff our Eagly. He deserves the
Yeah,
He's our mascot, dude. You got to pay the face of the brand.
Dad says no. Mom might say yes. I get it.
Go to Uncle Pete. He'll always
I
say
gotta go
yes. Oh, and Uncle for the also on the other side of that coin, Uncle Dustin and Uncle Mickey will too. Just say yes. Uncle.
What'd you say? Whatever you want, kid. Here's $5. Stop bothering me. Go get me a beer.
Put that toward the pot. Alrighty, you guys. Thank you for joining us once again for After Hour Cinema Review, episode 4. We'll see you guys next month for Month of Action. Bye.